Hey everyone, I just wanted to talk to you for a minute about self-muscle testing. So I do a process where I basically use my fingers like this, so I get a really strong yes or a no, yes or a no. Or if I set it up, I can say the opposite. Give me a yes, give me a no, give me a yes, give me a no. So it's whether the fingers move apart or not, as to whether or not there's something that your body needs or wants. So the way that I work it is, if I'm looking at a range of supplements and I'm testing what my body needs, my first one, I want a change. So it's easier for me and my body to go from a lock as no to an unlock, which is yes, there's something going on. But that's me. Everyone needs to set it up for themselves. Another way that you can do it, which to me takes too long, but a lot of people love it. If you're looking at a particular product and you move towards it, that's another way that your body knows it's good for you. If you're thinking about a particular product and it moves and you move away from it, that's your energy repelling that product at the moment. Now, in the last on Saturday, I ended up with some chronic pain in my butt. I don't know whether you saw the counselling demo that David and I did the other day, but it did muscle test up that there was some emotional gear in there. So I've still got some work to do on that. But what I've been doing is laying out my supplements in the kitchen so that every time I leave my clinic and I come out and I can muscle testing what my body needs at that time. The benefit of self-muscle testing is so many of us spend so much money on medications and supplements and we don't know what we need at any time. So, for example, it's now been about 2 hours since I had any supplements, and the last thing that muscle tested up was for Stem Enhance. They help to increase stem cell production from the bone marrow, because what my chiropractor, my massage therapist, and my bioresonance all seem to indicate is that I've got a bit of a tear in either the hamstring or the subtendinosus, or but the femur head itself is really inflamed as well. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in there, as well as the femur artery, the vaginal artery, the arteries, the sciatic nerve. So there's a whole bunch of inflammation going on down there, which is really interesting. I also did succumb and bought a pain medication yesterday. I contacted my two brothers and my sister, and I said to all of them, if I was going to because I have no idea about drugs, I said, if I was going to the chemist, what would I buy? And then I muscle tested up, and the one that muscle tested up was the one that my sister recommended. So anyway, but I've only had 2 of those so far. So, and I've been running a lot of microcurrent and things like that because, of course, I can. I'm in my own clinic, and between clients I can set myself up and have a lovely, 30 to 60 minute treatment depending on my timeline. So what I'm going to do is show you what I do. So I'm going to ask my body. So you just basically ask your body to focus on what it is that you want healing for at the moment. That's all you need to do. And my main thing is the pain in my butt, the nerve pain around that whole upper thigh, and the underlying causes for it. So that's what I'm energetically asking for. So what's my body ready for again at the moment? Because I've been taking a lot of supplements. So again, an unlock for me is going to be, yes, my body needs this at the moment. So ubiquinol, no. A collagen product, no. Apple cider vinegar, no. One of the Cerule products, no. Vitamin A, yes. So for some reason, in my original thing, vitamin A and vitamin D both tested up really, really strongly. Now we know that they're involved in cell membrane inflammation. Vitamin A is involved in so many functions to do with the immune system. The last thing you want when you start being in chronic pain is an autoimmune disease to set up. So rheumatism keeps showing up in my bioresonance, but then when I'm running my microcurrent, it starts settling down. So it's in there in the background as a possibility, and the inflammatory markers like CRP and fibrinogen and homocysteine also keep showing their little ugly heads occasionally. So I know that inflammation is a problem. So I'll put that one I'll put that one aside because I know I need one of it. Now these are all minerals. Do I need any minerals at the moment? No. Do I need some ASEA? Yes, I do. Redox molecules. So this is a cupful, which is about 60 mils. So do I need 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups? So I need 3 cups of ASEA. They need to be about 10 minutes away from other supplements, so I might need to organise that. The next one that is here is lipogen for the liver. Then there's Andro-NK for the immune system. It has been interesting. That one's tested up a few times with the pain. So again, I think that's about balancing the body so that I don't end up with autoimmune conditions. It's not showing up right now though. D and K, yes. Okay, so that's interesting. So both vitamin A as well as vitamins D and vitamin K are testing up. In my bioresonance a few days ago, calcitonin also showed up. And calcitonin is it's released from the thyroid, and it's to do with laying down calcium in your bone. And the other thing that showed up in my bioresonance a few days was hyperplasia, which is the excess growth of cells somewhere. So I need to keep an eye on that because we know what excess growth of cells can become. I made up a liquid herbal anti-inflammatory. That's not testing up. These are the matured hops bitter extracts. No. And this one is SPM active. Yes, so that one's testing up. So that's specific pain mediators from the fish oils. So out of all of these things I've got here, interesting that 3 of them that showed up are all fat-soluble nutrients. So the SPM active, the vitamins D and K, and this is real vitamin K, not like what we give to bubbies, which is a whole different ball game, and vitamin A. So then I'll muscle test the doses of that, because what we know is that I need 3 cups of that at a later time, because it needs to be 10 minutes apart. So let me just check how many. These are 10,000 international units a day. And I'm sure you've seen there's a bit of a measles outbreak around the US at the moment, and I'm not sure whether we've got it here in Australia as well. But vitamin A is one of the best things you can do. So you can buy things like organic cod liver oil and basically get some really nice big doses of vitamin A into bubbies and kids who are unwell. And vitamin A is one of the cures for measles, which is just amazing. Just got to get those levels up. So when we're getting something like measles and chickenpox, quite often vitamins A and D, if you can get that into Bubby and the kids, they're not going to have a problem. Because pneumonia is a secondary side effect of the measles, and this is what our lungs need as well. Our lungs, our mucous membranes, our gut lining, they all need vitamins D and A. So they're really, really, really important for our health, and a lot of people who are vegan and vegetarian can be quite low in them. People who are metasauruses often are missing them as well because they don't eat enough fish. So if we're eating organic beef and things like that, that can have good levels of vitamins A and D in them, but as soon as we're getting into the farm-fed, you know, the ones with all of the horrible genetically modified grains and things like that, then it becomes a problem. Hopefully RFKJ will start sorting all that out. Okay, so let me have a look at the, so I'm after an unlock for the dose, because this is how my brain has set it up. It's up to you, but it's a good idea just to start muscle testing every day. Walk past your supplements, see when you need it, ask how many, trust your gut. So with the SPMs, is it 1, is it 2? So I need 2 SPMs. Now these are squirts of vitamin D and K. It's 1,000 international units per squirt. Do I need 1? Do I need 2? Do I need 3? Do I need 4? Do I need 5? Do I need 6? I need 6,000 international units of vitamin D and the corresponding vitamin K. And what that helps, because there's bone hyperplasia going on, that's shown up in my bioresonance, and my chiropractor was talking to me about that as well. We need the vitamin K and the vitamin D to help calcium get to where it needs to go. Because when you've got chronic pain, sometimes your body will lay down calcium on the outside of bones, which then pushes into nerves around the place, and that causes chronic pain. Look at all the women on the planet with plantar fasciitis. For some reason, it's a lot more women than men. And something like 1 in 7 women have got plantar fasciitis or have had in the last 2 years. So that's massive if you think about that. Now, testosterone is really protective for men, but estrogen, because of xenoestrogens, all the crap in our air and our water and our food supply, all the pesticides and herbicides and microplastics and, you know, the ingredients in the atmospheric stuff they're doing, like aluminium and strontium and barium, they're all xenoestrogens. So Anyway, yada, yada, yada. So I need 2 SPM actives. I need 6 squirts of vitamin D and K. And how many vitamins A do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I also need 60,000 international units of vitamin A. Hope that's useful, but that's what my body needs at the moment. Give it a go. See how you go with your supplements. And I'm enjoying a little stretch on my hamstring, but because I think there's a tear, I don't want to do it too much. But it's, it's a good day to be alive on the planet with lots being exposed at the moment. Have fun, enjoy the ride. Mwah!